is a woman, her colonized name is Pat McCabe, and her First Nations name is Woman Stands Shining. And what's really interesting is she's embraced Western education. She's a Harvard graduate, and she really draws upon the indigenous sciences of thriving life to reframe questions about sustainability and balance. And she's very much about future generations. But I've heard her talk a lot of times. She's a wonderful woman, and she says, whatever land you're on, be the steward of that land, be the steward of your own bodies, be the steward of where you are. And Chris Guy's been doing a lot of eco restoration since we began in 2004. And we had a lot of, we had people come to talk about how we could, nourish and heal our land, because it was a very bad state and there was a lot of invasive species. And every year we mindfully applied ourselves to picking the invasive weeds, and bending down, everyone on it. And I have to admit, this year is the first year where the land has very little invasive species. A lot of them suddenly disappeared. And we have this beautiful blue aster flower, which is a native species that's blooming everywhere you look, everywhere around the property. And that was from just applying mindfulness as a team, as a group, as a community for the last 16 years, out with our weed whackers. And you would pick all these daisies one day, you go back and boom, the daisies were all up. Then you pick them all again, you go back, boom, the whole daisies were up, right? And so after 16 years, boom, a daisy here and a daisy there. And what I'm saying is, this is your life. You've got a lot of daisies in you, invasive species that are not, invasive species are invasive because they don't share the love around. they take over the territory. So we want to get back your native species. We want to get back your qualities and nourish what you are good at. Nourish the native species in you rather than the invasive ones. So 16 years. Purple aster appears everywhere in property. I just think that's amazing. So the spiritual path in integrating mindfulness is about, hey, let's get your purple asters coming back and blooming in your system and in your body and in your habits and behaviors. So,
okay.